I'm Paweł.
And my name is Stine, and we both work as Scrum Masters in a Danish software company.
And we both share the challenges of working from home, keeping teams engaged and focused.
While we also have to entertain and care for and nurse and feed and homeschool the small kids at the same time as we're working from home.
Yeah, so the first thing that we would recommend you to get used to is to be ready for interruptions. It's just, they're gonna happen anyway, except that there are many factors that you or participants can't control. Your connection can fail, you can be muted when you want to say something, you can have general tech issues, and just keep smiling and accept that it happened.
Yeah, anything can happen, right? The kids yelling from need your assistance in the bathroom, they are fighting in the background, the pan you forgot on the stove from 1 hour ago, and just accept and acknowledge it happens. And it also affects the participants if you just keep smiling. And I want to show you a little example here from one of the meetings I have. I hope you can see it here. Just a second. So I had a participant who just started to juggle, and it just makes us all smile and really so we were able to all smile and refocus again in our meeting.
Yeah, the next hint would be to keep your participants engaged. Think involving them as a main theme throughout your meeting or workshop. Use some opening exercise, check-in, energizers, breakout rooms, and so on and so on.
And it's also perfect to give you a little break if you need to change a diaper or you need to diffuse like a nuclear level situation between your kids. And as your kids, they're quite often also participants in your meeting. It's also about keeping them engaged. So this is how I ran a meeting the other day.
Next hint would be to use the headset like we are right now, headset with a mic, because it just gives you better sound, better voice quality, and it sorts out a lot of background noise.
However, if you want to avoid your colleagues to become deaf, you might want to mute before you furiously yell at your kids to stop biting each other. All done, of course, while you still smile to the camera.
Next hint would be to be very simple, clear, and specific, because you should deliver clear instructions so you don't cause confusion among participants of your workshop, and you don't waste time on unnecessary, let's say, questions.
Yeah, think of it as you need to be so clear that your kids understand it, or also the person on the other side of the camera is also being interrupted by kids and also need to understand what we're talking about.
Next one would be to always have a plan B. You should always be flexible and think outside of the box. If someone can't access the link that you're sharing, maybe they should write in the chat. If someone can't get a sound, maybe they should dial in through some number that, for example, Zoom provides. So improvise.
Yeah, and literally think out of the box. Last week we did a meetup where this little setup is made out of Lego bricks that Paweł made from his son's room where he was sitting, and he had taped a camera on here so we could share what we were drawing. So, and it's a little trick that just worked like a charm.
Next thing is to turn on your camera, because this way, not only you make the meeting more personal and it's easier to read body language of other people, you can also use stuff like this and you don't need to share the presentation. This is more natural.
Just remember you are online, so I guess maybe some of you have seen this example where her husband suddenly showed up in the background wearing underwear to get some coffee.
Next thing is to prepare. A lot of preparation is needed. Even for this 5-minute talk, we had to prepare quite a lot. So there's a lot more to consider when you're doing an online meeting where you have both physical, technical, social, cultural distance that you just need to prepare a lot.
But you know, it can be very difficult to find the focus time to prepare. And yeah, so this is what I tried out, that I'm busy and just I prepared some answers they could go and pick and choose from.
And last but not least, obviously, ask for feedback. Get feedback from people, because this is the only way to know what works for you and for the team and for people that you're working with, and what you should improve.
And that goes for your kids as well. So you might want to ask them, like I did the other day, what do you think went well when you were playing alone while I was working? What did not go so well? They smashed the window.
And that's it. That's everything that we wanted to share. I'll post the link for feedback for us for this talk in the chat. Thanks a lot.